for a second. Sorry about that. So because it's a factor, I keep 500 outside. The numerator prime is 1 times the denominator minus the numerator times the denominator prime over the denominator squared. I will try to simplify as much as I can. Again, 500 can wait patiently. 2t squared minus 4t squared is negative 2t squared plus 9 over 2t squared plus 9 squared. I don't like a negative leading coefficient, so I'm going to write negative 500. 2t squared minus 9 over 2t squared plus 9, everything squared. But again, this is just a matter of habit. That's me. I don't like negative leading coefficients. That was part A. In part B, they're asking us to find the population after 12 years, and then they want to find the growth rate at t equals 12. So let's see what that means. So first, they want us to find p of 12 years. And then in part C, they want us to find p prime of 12. Okay. I recommend putting parentheses around the numerator, although it's a little bit redundant because it's a product, but careful. 15 times 12, if you don't want to put parentheses, is just one term, that's okay. But you have to put parentheses around the denominator. So 2 multiplied by 12 squared, I know that that's 144, I'm going to just put it in, or just write 12 squared, that's fine too, plus 9, and close the parenthesis, and press enter. This is 20, but remember the population is in thousands. So I get 20.202, which really means 20,202 residents, or population, or citizens. Now when I'm asked to find p prime of 12, careful with negative 500. Now you need parentheses top and bottom. So 2 multiplied again by 12, which I know is 144, and minus 9, must close the parenthesis at the top, must divide, must open another 2 multiplied by 144, and then plus 9, close, and put power 2 for the denominator. And when I press enter, I get negative 1.58147. So that really means minus 1581, and I need the measurement unit. Anyone for the measurement unit of this.
Population.
Yes.
Over year.
Excellent.
Or
that's the rate of change. Every year, either they leave or they die. 1,581 residents are, the population is decreasing by every year by 1,581 residents. Okay, we have average profit, we have a gross domestic product, other types of applications in which we will be using derivatives, and we will be using the quotient rule or the product rule. Anyone would like to choose? Or I will. Okay, let's look at 60. Same page, 155. The average profit. Okay, something called Cruising Boards has found that the cost in dollars of producing X skateboards, X units, is given by 900 plus 18 multiplied by X raised to 0.7. Okay, fine. If the revenue from the sale of each skateboard is given by R of X revenue, 75 times X to 0.8, that's the revenue. Find the rate at which the average profit per skateboard is changing when 20 skateboards have been built and sold. So first of all, we have to determine the profit function. How do I find the profit function? What is the formula for the profit? Well, by definition, the profit is the revenue minus the cost. So first we have to find the profit function. Fine. So I copy the revenue, which is 75 multiplied by X to power 0.8. But now when I subtract the cost, I have to distribute -1 to both terms. Make sure you distribute to 900 and you also distribute to 18 X to 0.7. Okay. Now the next part, it says, one more time, find the rate at which the average profit. So the average, so this is the profit. But the average profit is the profit divided by the number of units. So they want us to determine the rate of change of the average profit. One more time, let's make sure. It says find the rate at which the average profit per skateboard is changing when 20 are produced and sold, when X equals 20. That will be at the end when I have to plug in 20 units. Okay then, so I have to create this function that is P of X over X. So P of X divided by X, it's a new function. That is 75 X to 0.8 minus, I'm going to write in the correct order, X to 0.7 and minus 900, all divided by X. And now I have to find the derivative of that. And I know you're going to say use the quotient rule. And I'm going to say no. Of course not. I'm going to divide and simplify each fraction by itself. There are 3 fractions. They all have the same denominator. 75x to 0.8 over x is 75 times x to 0.8 minus 1, negative 0.2, minus 18. X to 0.7 divided by x, copy the base, subtract the exponents, negative 0.3, and then minus 900 divided by x, which is x to negative 1. This is what I'm going to differentiate, not that. You can go ahead and try that if you want to, but I will not. So P of x over x, unless you force me to, and then I have no choice. I bring negative 0.2 in front. So 75 times 2 is 150. So I'm going to have negative 15. X2, negative 0.2 minus 1, negative 1.2. Is this step understood? Is this okay?
Explain it again.
Yes. So when I bring negative 0.2 in front and I multiply, I have 75 multiplied by 0.2 is 15, but it's negative. And I subtract 1 from the power. From negative 0.2, when I subtract 1, I get negative 1.2. Is that okay?
Yes.
Now I bring down negative, sorry, please correct that. So it's x 0.7 divided by x is x2 negative 0.3. I swallowed x and I'm not hungry. I don't know why. Okay, so I'm bringing now down negative 0.3. So I'm really multiplying 18 by 0.3. It will become positive. So it's 5.4, so positive 5.4 x2 negative 0.3 minus 1, which is negative 1.3. I bring down negative 1 and multiply by 900, so I have 900 x to negative 2. Now they're asking us to evaluate this, so evaluate p of x over x prime when x equals 20. Very ugly function, but I warn you, we are going to find a lot of functions like this in this course. So, negative 15, you know me, in parentheses, 20, power, in parentheses because it's negative and I don't trust this without a parenthesis. It may work without, but I don't want to test that. 5.4 multiplied by, parentheses, 20, close the parenthesis, caret, in parentheses, negative 1.3, close, plus 900, see? So plus 5.4 x to negative 1.3, that's correct, plus 900, in parentheses, 20, close the parenthesis, power, parentheses, negative 2. 1.947 blah blah blah. 1.94795. So if they want us just 2 decimal digits, we can use 2 decimal digits. If they want us more, then we can use more. But what I need is, however, is the measurement unit. So what is the measurement unit? We're talking about money, so I'm going to say approximately 1.95. So the average rate of change of, the rate of change of the average profit is 1.95 what? The top is measured in dollars, and the bottom is measured in unit or skateboard. Very good.